Okay, today we're doing bunker. Today we're going to practice with wiffle balls. The reason that we like to use marshmallows or wiffle balls is because we're not afraid to hit them. A lot of times when that real ball is there, people are afraid to accelerate through impact, thinking that they're going to skull it over the green into those windows over there, right? So practicing with something that's lighter, that's not going to shoot as far, is less intimidating. We are going to start with our feet together. I do like to grip it outside of the bunker since we're not allowed to touch the sand prior to impact. But for today, we'll just go ahead and lay it down because we're practicing. Little step left, big step right. So I want that ball position 1 inch left of center. I like to squish my feet to get them nice and flat and sturdy. We're going to shift the weight to the lead foot. Hands are going to go with us, so slight forward press. And then the big key here is that when you go up, we're going to go up into this L position, but weight stays on the left foot, okay? When you're swinging down, what we don't want to do is we don't want to forward press through impact like we do a normal iron shot. We actually want to be in this L position, then we want to release to here and 1 inch behind the ball, and then we want to go back to the L position on this side, okay? So we're going from L to a straight line to an L on this side. So we're going to go up, release, and then over here. Loose hand, allowing that club head to kind of fall into the sand. And then you're going to pivot and follow through high. You always follow through higher than the lip. Let's say that your lip's right here and you follow through to here. Where's that ball going? Right into the lip, right? So I kind of always like to envision that there's like a construction cone on top of this lip, and I'm trying to hit the ball over that construction cone. So I'm kind of looking like 3 feet above the lip. In terms of practicing, the most common one is going to be doing this line, and then they put their balls in front of the line, and then you practice hitting the line first. Okay, so it looks like this. So we're going L, release, and through. Notice that my divot is nice and long and shallow. It's not super deep, okay? If for some reason, let's say you're on this line and your weight falls back, you're gonna hit really heavy and behind, and that's from your weight transferring to the back foot, and it should not be. So the goal here is that we're looking at the line. We're not looking at the ball, right? Because if I look at the ball, I'm gonna hit the ball. So we're looking at the line, releasing at the line. Nice high finish is going to allow the ball to come up nice and high. I am hitting it a full swing, so I'd be hitting it the same as like a full 7-iron 100-yard shot, let's say. If your sand is wet or hard or thin, you take half as much backswing. You're assuming that you're not going to get much sand. It's going to feel more like it's coming out of the grass. Same tall, high finish. Okay, so if our normal swing is here, right, take half the distance, so like here, and then up.
In that case, do you hit the ball or behind it?
I would hit ball first. We have some bunkers that are farther away, where they're like 50 yards away from the green. So all I did was club up. So let's say that the bunker is right next to the green. Maybe I'm hitting a 58-60. Let's say that I'm close to the green, but the pin's in the back, right? I might use a 54. Let's say it's 20 to 30 yards. Maybe I'm using a gap wedge. It's 50 yards. Maybe I'm using a pitching wedge. Again, still aiming an inch behind, exploding that sand. If you guys are in a fairway bunker, it's really low and shallow, right? So let's say I'm hitting into the green. I'm 100 yards out. I'd grab my 110 club, and I'm trying to hit ball first, full swing, right? On the grass, not on the sand. You can flip your wedge over, and you can see, if you step on the club face, you can see that the loft is intended for this club. So let's say you're in a fairway bunker and the lip's like that high, right? You could lay down your 8-iron and be like, okay, is this gonna come out, right? And of course you're gonna do it from the grass, but it's gonna give you a good visual of how high that ball should come out. Okay, so let's talk about difficult bunker shots, right? So meaning fried egg or just like in the lip right here, like what do we do? You always have the option of not hitting it forward. You could always go backwards or sideways. Whatever you need to do to get it out. My fried egg is when you can only see very tippity top, like it's like the yolk, like that. So in that case, you're just trying to hit it a lot deeper. So I would just hover here. You always want your shoulders parallel to the slope, right? So here's my slope, here's my shoulders. If I do this, I'm gonna dig right into it. So our goal is that we're gonna hit down and try to go up that slope. And I always look away for two reasons. Sand, and I don't want the ball in my face. Like, right? Okay, let's say though it's just plugged in the side here or even up here. All you're gonna do is you're gonna hit an inch behind. You're just gonna go straight down into it. Close your club base just a little bit. So if you were normally 12 to 6, you're gonna hood it just a little bit. So it's gonna go like 11 to 5. And then we're just gonna hit straight down an inch behind. And then again, I'm not looking. Hopefully you get out. I was like, oh yeah, I got that. Totally hit it like a foot into the sand, like deeper. Oh no. Like to the point where you couldn't even see it. So I decided to take it unplayable. So I was able to dig it out. So what you do is you would put your tee down. You would find your ball, 2 club lengths, because you're paying for it. Anytime you're paying for relief, you get 2 club lengths. And then you would put a tee there, and then you would drop it, and it has to stay within your tees. If it doesn't stay within your tees, you drop it again, knee height. I don't know what I dropped that at, but knee height. Third time you would get to place it. Okay, and then
where
1 stroke penalty.
made the drop.
Right, 1 stroke penalty.